Exciting news in March of 2021, the Biden administration announced that as part of their Stimulus Recovery Act, that they are going to allow 6 months of free COBRA continuation. If you worked for a large employer with over 20 lives and you lost your job, so you involuntarily lost your job, you did not quit, you can get 6 months of free COBRA from April through September 2021. So that's a very generous benefit, because normally if you lose your job and it has to be a large employer or 20 lives, you are eligible to continue on your health insurance plan for a certain number of months. But whereas normally you paid a percentage of your health insurance and your employer paid a percentage, if you're on COBRA, you have to pay both parts. And most people can't afford that, but many of you have experience with COBRA. So they're going to say, hey, you get a free COBRA. You don't pay your part, and the employer doesn't pay his part. So everybody's like, this would really help, because we were laid off. But I wasn't laid off because of COVID necessarily. The law does not specify that you were laid off because of the coronavirus. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the coronavirus. If you lost your job for any reason, they terminated you because they don't like you. Any reason, you're eligible to apply to get this free COBRA. Now, everybody is calling me and they're saying, how do I get it? This could really help. Nobody knows. The government said by May 31st, we expect employers will be will have the information necessary to let people start applying. Well, that's already 2 months into a 6 months program. So that's the government for you. It's currently April. So people are like, I could use the money now. Well, we know this much from the law, which is, like anything, this is a summary of it, is that the employer will have to pay for all of COBRA. So the employer has to pay his percentage and your percentage, all of it, and then seek reimbursement through the government. So for the small employers out there like us, we're not exactly excited about that. But for the employees that lost their job, they're very excited about the lifeline, even though we're not really sure when the lifeline's going to come. So it's for those 6 months, and I've had people already call me and they're like, I already declined COBRA. Can I go back and get it? And with COBRA, once you decline it, if you've declined it and it's been over 60 days, then you can't go back. But if you've declined it and it's been less than 60 days, then yes, you can go back to your old employer, go to your HR department, and you could get back on COBRA. I don't know right now if they're gonna make you pay it until the employers figure out what the rules are and then they pay it, because a lot of people can't afford it. That's why they didn't take it to begin with. And if you're on Medicare, which most of our viewers are on Medicare, I'll stick this in there, that COBRA is not credible coverage for Medicare Part B. So if you're eligible for Medicare Part B, and you're like, oh, instead of taking Medicare, I think I'll just take this COBRA deal, you could end up with a Part D penalty and get locked out. I'm not gonna go into that because it's confusing, it's frustrating. It's something that we in our industry have been working very hard to change the law, and we haven't been able to get it changed because all these other things keep popping up, like the election and COVID. I feel very confident it will get changed, but for right now still, and probably for at least the next year, COBRA is not credible coverage. So if you're eligible for Medicare Part B, you need to take it and don't go on to COBRA, because when you come off of COBRA, you might have that penalty for late Part B, which is very steep. It's 10% a year, and you'll have it for the rest of your life. Okay, so if you make this mistake because you didn't work with an agent, I can't fix it later. So call us here at the Medicare Family. My family would love to help your family with these very important decisions that are going to impact you for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, right now, you can't call us with your COBRA questions because the government hasn't given us those answers yet. They have said that we will know by May 31st. So thanks for watching. If you do not subscribe, please consider hitting the subscribe button. We put out one video every week to help everyone with their Medicare, Social Security, and retirement questions.